Low libido, constant fatigue, hair shedding, nutrient deficiencies. These aren't the side effects most people think about when it comes to the pill. But they're also not random. Hormonal birth control works by altering your body's natural hormone production. By suppressing ovulation, the body is no longer producing its own cyclical estrogen and progesterone in the same way. Instead, synthetic hormones are introduced, changing the overall hormonal landscape. And these synthetic hormones are not identical to the ones your body naturally makes. They bind to receptors differently and can impact multiple systems beyond reproduction. This is something I spent a lot of time looking at while writing my book, The Birth Control Illusion, because these effects aren't always part of the conversation. One area this shows up is in androgen activity. Hormonal birth control can lower free testosterone levels, in part by increasing sex hormone binding globulin, which binds testosterone and reduces the amount that is freely available to tissues. Because testosterone is important in libido, motivation, and sex drive, this may affect sexual function or a general sense of feeling more run down. Our hormones also interact closely with brain chemistry. Estrogen and progesterone impact neurotransmitters like serotonin, dopamine, and GABA, which are involved in mood, motivation, and emotional regulation. When these signaling patterns are altered, some individuals may notice increased anxiety, lower mood, or a sense of emotional blunting. But these effects don't occur in a vacuum. They can also influence how the body utilizes and maintains key nutrients. Over time, certain vitamins and minerals, including B vitamins, magnesium, and zinc, may become depleted. These nutrients are involved in energy production, nervous system function, and hormone metabolism, so this can show up as fatigue, mood variability, or a reduced capacity to handle stress. There can also be effects on thyroid physiology. Estrogen from the pill can increase levels of thyroid binding globulin, a protein that binds thyroid hormones in the bloodstream. This doesn't necessarily mean thyroid function is impaired, but it can affect how thyroid hormones are transported and measured, and in some cases may contribute to symptoms like fatigue or changes in metabolism. When you start to look at these systems together, hormones, nutrients, and thyroid function, you can begin to see how changes in one area may carry over into others. This is part of why some women notice changes in hair health, including thinning or increased shedding. Hair follicles are sensitive to both hormonal signals and nutrient availability, so shifts in androgen activity, along with nutrient status, can influence hair growth patterns. There are also more widely recognized risks, such as an increased risk of blood clots. While this risk remains low for most healthy individuals, it is still an important factor to be aware of, particularly for those with additional risk factors, such as women over 35 and smokers. At the same time, responses to the pill are not uniform. Some individuals tolerate it well and may even experience improvements in symptoms like acne or cycle-related discomfort, while others may notice side effects that impact how they feel on a daily basis. Part of the challenge is that many of these changes are not immediate or obvious. They can develop gradually, making it harder to connect them back to the pill. It's also important to recognize that lifestyle plays an important role here. Nutrition, sleep, stress, and overall health will influence how the body responds to hormonal changes. Understanding this moves the conversation away from extremes. The pill is not inherently harmful or beneficial for everyone, but it does have systemic effects that are worth being aware of. Paying attention to changes in your body, especially after starting or switching methods, can be helpful. And if you're experiencing persistent symptoms, whether that's low libido, fatigue, hair loss, or anything else, it's important to have that conversation with a qualified healthcare professional. In summary, the pill affects more than just preventing pregnancy. Being informed about these potential effects allows for more intentional and personalized decisions. If you found this helpful, make sure to like and subscribe for more conversations on hormones, health, and physiology. And I'll see you guys in the next one.